Now then, update thing came up. I already did most of the stuff on it anyways, but because I was gonna go do something else for the moment, but just to show what came about it. We have an alt for Asha, a witch alt for her. What do these do? Red spinners. Oh yeah, I guess she's dressed up as the spinner lady. When I think about it. Has status affection. Increases damage when attacking opponents afflicted by status affection or debuff. That's actually pretty nice. I didn't know what it actually did. Of course, that's the paid gacha thing. So yeah, sleep tolerance. I'm cutting scissors. Okay, it's an accessory. Yeah, sleep tolerance. Okay. As for what she does, she has increased success rate of status afflictions and debuffs. Depends on how much it actually goes. But it could be nice. HP, sleep tolerance for discipline. Yeah, I did a 10 roll like I usually do. Didn't get her. Whatever. There's other bones for her missions that pop up. I did get her. I hit pity on her. Unfortunately. But yeah. She's in the mines right now, leveling up. Anyways, we got Garolf here because I'm gonna do his quest. Because I've got him up high enough that I can actually do it now. Outside of that, what were the other things around in this? Oh yeah, outside of like there's missions. There's that one. There's the Witching Night, which is for Asha. You know, get some bones for her. Typical rewards regarding that. Magical beings, undead, enhance, treasure chest. Yep, makes sense. Magical beings is pretty easy. That's like coins and gas clouds and stuff like that. Tremors of the Abyss, yeah, this one seems to be a bit interesting in terms of, like, it has a lot of stuff, like demi-humans, hobgoblins, undead, skeleton giants, vorpal bunnies, scorpion woman, creeping coins, abyssal insects, gluttonous moths, red spinner woman, hydra plant, mimic, and a cursed doll. I kind of like how how it's more than just kill 100, kill 200, kill 300 of X thing. Rewards are mostly like nourishing draw, which is, these are always nice to get, but you can get them on a daily basis if you really want to. 50 gems, 100 gems, 50 gems. Mana potion, which are significantly rare and harder to get. There are some respawning ones, but I think those take like a month to show up, and they're in Garda. And I've been really lazy about getting those, but yeah. Always good. Also, I already did the quest already, but there is a urgent for hunting fairies. It does say to bring an alchemist with you, and considering it's Asha's banner, you bring Asha with you. You just have to kill 6 fairies in the field, so you just go to the field, you fight enemies until you kill 6 fairies, and then it teleports you out. By doing that, the guy that you're doing the quest for pops up over here. Alright. And he gives you fairy powder for doing it successfully. So put Asha in your party, and I got like 3. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't surprise me if 3 is the max you get. And you can pick one of these to use the fairy powder to make. Out of all these, this is pretty much the only real option. You can get 3 nourishing draughts a day. So just by wheeling and going back to the 8th floor of this one. So this is significantly harder. What you need for this is you need 8 fairy powder, so 3 days, and potions of extra healing times 10. That's most likely just for 1, of course, but I'd say that's more worth using the fairy powder on more so than anything else. Yeah, right now using it. Well, she should. Yeah, she's level 30 right now. But yeah. I don't know what level she is right now, but she needs 10 million in order to get to max, so she's going to be there for a while. Now, so I'm waiting for her to level up before I start doing more bounties for the most part, because I was recording some of the bounties, but a lot of the enemies in there wander around, and it can take forever to find one. Like, some of them are in certain spots, and a lot of them just move around. Like, the ones in Garda were a pain in the ass because I was having issues finding them. I haven't gotten back to doing them again yet. But, yeah, just go... Yeah, I'll do that eventually. Whether I record them or not, or is whatever. But anyways, in terms of bounties, one of the big things is the fact that, to keep in mind, none of the bounties are immune to critical. So, you know, instant death. So, I mean, if you just have a party full of ninjas and just have the Harken activated, you could just auto-battle them. And just hope for the best. Just keep trying until you win. Works for all of them. But that's just one option. I'm not sure how the ninja one's gonna go. I heard about the ninja one, and it's basically a repeat of the Heat Haze Cave fight. Which I am not looking forward to. I know the very last one is a giant Cyclops. With an absurd amount of health, like 20k or something like that. Of course, it's not immune to critical, so you just bring a bunch of ninjas and just hope for the best. Anyways, all that aside, let's go do Girl's Quest. Talk down a broken pact. There's a demon that once made a pact with me, but he never granted my wish. I'm going after him for breaking out our pact. There's no downside for you. Come with me.
やっぱりその依頼気になった？私も気になっていたんだ。依頼主、あんたの仲間の冒険者でしょ？この依頼ね、あんた以外が受けようとした場合は断ってくれって頼まれていたの。報酬の金額も悪くないし、武具もくれるみたいだけど、仲間なんだから直接頼めばいいのにね。何かあったの？
仲間とはいえ、依頼は依頼。ギルドを挟んだ方がお互いにやりやすいだろう。金のことでなあなあにすると揉め事が起こる。そんなこともわからんのか、人間は。なに、頼みと言ってもお前さんにも益になる話だ。わしはかつて作り損ねた至高の武具を作りたい。そのために契約不履行の取り立てに行くのだ。付き合い。そうだ、わしはかつて悪魔と取引した。悪魔がわしの願いを叶える。代わりにわしの魂は地獄に取られる。しかし、蘇った今、願いは叶っておらん。これが契約不履行でなくてなんだ。契約分の仕事をさせる。悪魔に会いに行くぞ。地図を渡しておく。わしの故郷近く、悪魔の沼と呼ばれる火山の洞窟へ向かう。
I did hear about his backstory. I haven't read it yet, but I heard about how funny it is.
どうかしたのか?
I think I got it all unlocked, but yeah, I can check. Geralt was born to a family of blacksmiths in a village commonly known as the Dwarven Forge, at the foot of a volcano called Devil's Mountain. The Dwarven Forge was home to a famous workshop that crafted weapons which could pierce even the scales of a dragon. These weapons were fired in volcanic flame and hailed as one of a kind. However, handling the mountain's fire was difficult even for a skilled blacksmith, and only those who had been recognized for their skill by their master were permitted to use the furnace. It is said that the fire devil who dwelt within the volcano beguiled those who came near, and so only a select few were allowed to handle the fire. Geralt's father and grandfather were both renowned blacksmiths. He grew up expecting to inherit the renown, so when he began his blacksmith apprenticeship, Geralt naturally assumed it would be he who would take over the workshop one day. Geralt dreamed from a young age of becoming the best blacksmith in the history of the Dwarven Forge, one that would surpass his father or grandfather, whose names were widely known on the continent. Being the best in the village would mean becoming a blacksmith whose name would remain with the weapons he forged, passing on through generations. That was the fame Geralt wanted. To make a name for himself, he spared no effort in his studies. Upon hearing of an exceptional ore, he was sent for it, and the workshop constantly echoed with the sound of his hammering. His brilliance shown in his beautifully crafted weapons, which were magnificently sharp even without the use of mountain fire. However, no matter how accomplished he became, his father, who was also his mentor, would not allow him to use the mountain fire. It was the eye-catching and ostentatious swords that he made that gave a sense of deep desire for fame within Geralt's heart. His father was concerned that his son might be beguiled by the devil, and he would not allow him to use the furnace. From then on, no matter how many acclaimed weapons he forged, Geralt was not allowed to use mountain fire. He did not know why he was forbidden, and at night, when the workshop was empty, he would stand before the forbidden furnace gate and weep in frustration. If he could just forge in the volcano's fire, his reputation would be unshakable, and yet, if you want to use it, then just use it. Head hung low, Geralt heard an inhuman voice whispering in his ear. The voice spoke to him from the furnace. Use the fire. Do so and the fame and glory shall be yours. The voice further whispered sweetly to him that he would offer his soul and made a pact. It would share the fire with Geralt's furnace. Geralt, despondent at not being recognized by his master, absently nodded at the devil's voice. At that moment, his hands were enveloped in unquenchable flames. Okay, so I don't have this whole backstory. Well, we'll learn more of it when we go into the mountain. I did unlock another dungeon, but it seems like it's a dungeon specific that I have to use a pass to get into, and it's for experience points or money. I kind of want to know more about what I'm going into before walking into that place already. Especially because most of my characters are technically level 60 already. And I want to know how much experience points am I getting out of, so I can potentially get using a Miki out of the dispatches and level her up a bit faster, because, I mean, it just takes for freaking ever to level up. And possibly some of the other characters I'm trying to level up too, because I did buy some character class changes for a few of them, like Geralt, to make him a fighter so he'd be more useful. But anyways, Demon Swamp.
この悪魔の沼では様々な鉱石が取れる。まさに神の、いや、悪魔の恵みよ。地元の人間は悪魔を恐れて近づかん。だから良質な鉱石がたくさん眠っている。もったいない。使ってやらねば罰が当たる。鉱石を見つけたら拾っておけ。いい武具にはいい素材が質量ともに必要だ。悪魔の寝床は最深部だ。さあ、行くぞ。
I believe I have to find all the ore before fighting the demon, because that gets me a choice of equipment. All of which is outdated at this point, but, you know, still nice. Yep, weapons or armor.
いい金属だ。粘り気がある。いい武器の材料になるだろう。昔からこの山には悪魔が住んでいると言われていた。わしは気にしなかったかな。
Yeah, I don't know how many ores are actually in here.
敵がいますよ。
I don't even know how strong the enemies are here, but they might be scaled to me. Maybe. I'll find out in a second. They're definitely weaker than me because they're slow as shit. Fire element, which is great for Alice here. Oh, right, I did ambush them now I think about it. Okay. Okay, yeah, they're way weaker than I am. I was wondering, because Yekaterina's dungeon seemed to be scaled to where I was, because the skeletons were no joke in that place. I got the initiative even though they jumped me. I need to waste my mana right now. Yeah, Shelly's out of the mines. I mean, 59 is fine enough. I'll probably switch her back to Mage once I get her out. Or I'll just wait till 4th Abyss, wait until her level cap goes up, and then do it. Oh, there's one right here.
こいつは叩いて伸ばすことでより丈夫にしかも軽く仕上がる。防具を作るのに向いているな。 あの日鉱石を取りに来たわしは悪魔に出会った。まさか本当にいるとは思わなかった。正直腰を抜かしかけた。悪魔は鉱石を返せと言ったがわしは断った。それが悪魔の興味を引いた。
I believe this was the first character quest that was actually added into the game. Of course, I didn't have Geralt. I didn't get him till way later. Got a couple of them so far, but considering how there's no point in leveling up the skill, especially when heavy attack 3 exists, I've basically just been putting it into it. Just with attack and surety, so why not? I want to make Shelly be my spellcaster at this point, considering how she... It's not like Shelly's damage is falling off or anything like that. Even as a priest, it's still pretty good. But yeah, I would be fine with getting Shelly to a level 70 priest and then switch her back to a mage, so that for whatever skills she will learn at that point. But who knows when Abyss 4 is coming out. The most that we know right now is before the end of the year. Oh yeah, Shia would have issues, wouldn't she? Because she's wind elemental. Oh, and me. I'm also wind element. Oh god, that's not that good. I didn't think about that part. I guess you can get this. It doesn't matter. I did teach her mom Ego because I had a book on that. No, wait, it wasn't a book. Oh god, no. We'll walk through it because there's ore right over there. I need it.
悪魔はドワーフは自分の姿を見ると逃げ出すと言った。逃げ出さなかったわしは悪魔に見込まれた。いや、それともたまたまそういう気になっただけかもしれん。あいつはわしに言ったのだ。力が欲しいかと。
私たちの敵ではない。
The only part I'm sad about with Shelly being a priest is the fact that she doesn't have her big nuke.
Yeah, she
does have mom Ego, so I can guess that. Oh yeah, that's some good damage. Careful. Gotta keep my eye out for ore. I believe the quality of what you get depends on how much ore you get. Again, it doesn't really matter too much, but yeah.
Yeah. 敵がいますよ。
There's no point doing that, damn it.
何かしら？よしよしよし。敵がいますよ。
が合ってません。やる。弱すぎる相手で調子が狂う。当たり前の相手だったわ。
行くぞ。
いざ。
How do we are so far?
行くぞ。悪魔に魂を売ると魂は天国には行けず地獄に落ちるという。しかしわしはこれは好機だと思った。誉れもなくこの世界に生きることは地獄と変わらん。
For some reason I thought that was the entrance. Huh. Am I actually making progress in this place? When I was trying to find more ore. Okay, well that's dead. Oh.
わしは悪魔と契約することを決めた。しかしわしの命と引き換えにするだけの大きな価値を提示しなくてはならない。この機会を逃してはなるものかと必死に知恵を巡らせた。そうして悪魔とわしの取引は成立した。さんも出る幕ではない。
誰なり鼻が
わしも負けられん。
当たらない。どうしてやる。私たちの敵で気だるいよ。調子でした。
Go back. There might be a way to get around that.
行くぞ。
何かあるわね。
Okay, there's something in here because Shelly commented on it. There it is. Please. Fine. Oh, he's not commenting on. Okay. There's we got all the backstory part. All done. Again, I have no idea how many of ores there are actually in here.
行くぞ。私たちの敵ではない。
But not well.
水よ。
物足りんだろ。
この程度の相手では物足りない。中身は何でしょう。
気をつけて。いいね。
What is the stuff I can even find in here? Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I don't know if I can find any junk. So.
何かあるわね。
Oh, there's something over here. Thank you, Shelly. Oh, okay, there's the stairs.
Okay,
the stairs are over there, so
Isa.
back over here.
Take 敵の気配を感じる。敵がいます。
お前さんの出る幕ではない。
当たらない。どうして？
この程度の相手では物足りない。
行くぞ。逃しません。お兄さん、遊んで。さすがだ。鼻が足らない。当たらない。どうして？いや、こんなのひどいよ。私たちの敵では気だるい相手でした。中身は何でしょう。
Looks like I might have found them all.
私が不意をつかれるなんて。
水よ。
Looks like it. There's like one hiding somewhere in that mess.
行くとしましょう。何かあるわね。
風がないだ。
Area that not used terribly often. I mean, the closest thing that's been like this was the Dragon Cave in there in the Blade and Bastard thing, which they should bring back. That would be a nice thing if they just brought that back as a permanent dungeon. That was a cool place. I also liked fighting the dragon, as much of a pain in the ass it was to fight it. Whatever. Probably whenever the anime adaptation comes out, or maybe when a new volume of the light novel comes out or something. I don't know. That's why the previous one happened.
ここが悪魔の住処と呼ばれる溶岩洞だ。おそらくここにいるはずだ。おじけづくなよ。わしの声に応えよ、悪魔アグナ。 け死にに来たのか。相変わらずおぞましい声だな。このクソ悪魔、お前はわしとの契約を果たしていない。わしは未だ武具を作っておらん。今すぐわしの腕に戻れ。相変わらずだ。業が深い。うまそうな魂だ。いいぞ、地獄への逃げ。そうでなくても。しかし契約なんだったっけな。しらばっくれるな。最高な武具を作らせてやるとお前はわしに言った。わしは作っておらんぞ。強力なドワーフ、また身を滅ぼしたいか。腕に炎を宿し村八分となり、火事場も使えず、絶望したお前にせっかく我が死に場所を用意してやったのにな。火山をよみがえらせたことか。それはわしが望んだ栄誉ではない。契約を果たせアグナ。今のわしはもう孤独なドワーフではない。甘く見るな。面白かったな。村八分にされて生きる意味を失ったお前は。そうだな。俺と勝負してお前が勝ったら炎の腕となる契約を続けてやる。ただしお前が負けた。お前とお前の仲間も我が食らう。よくぞ言った。手伝え。
I wasn't expecting a Minotaur. I was expecting a greater demon.
水よ、有利属性です。
Oh, they have way more health than I was expecting.
呼吸を整える。
ここは私にはクラーガに。
These things first. Good idea.
あなたに任せる。しっかり働くのよ。
大技をかじやなくてつい。
この属性なら耐えます。
Things out of the way now.
水よ。
Oh, okay, he's not fire elemental too. Okay.
立ち切れ。
Oh, he survived that. Surprise.
ここは私にはクラーガに。
Okay, there we go.
私の立ち筋。皆様
なかなかよ
アドラ
くやった
様の側近になりませんか。
さあアグナ、わしに力を貸すと言え。ごさんごさんごさん。生意気な田舎のドワーフがこんな強い連中を従えるとは。そう言うな。今だけ話を合わせろ。さあ約束を果たせアグナ。我は悪魔アグナ。お前と契約を結ぶ者。これよこれ。この腕で武具を鍛えたかった。ランドルフに話はつけてやる。さあオートへ戻るぞ。
Sadly, once I leave, they can't come back here because the dungeon will go away, like all the other ones. Oh well.
行くか。
Lava Cave is kind of a unique environment for now. I'm sure eventually we'll get more of those types of things. Especially once we eventually get our fire-themed abyss. Considering the next one's an ice-themed one, and it's probably going to be wind element. Oh god, it's probably going to be wind element if I were to guess. So fire will probably have a use. There's not very many things there's not that many enough wind element enemies to actually really use fire element characters pretty hard.
よし、鍛冶屋のランドルフのところに行くぞ。おお、ランドルフ。約束通り鍛冶場を使いに来た。
なんだその腕は。この呪われたドワーフめ。
なんだ、今さら神への信仰心が湧いたか。
ふん、火の悪魔ならかまどの神に近い。かまどの神がお前を気に食わなければ勝手に燃やし尽くすだろう。好きに使え。
この罰当たりめ。お前さんは賢い都会のドワーフだ。作った武具はお前にやる。報酬だ。何を作ってほしい？
Okay, so yeah, basically we get a choice. I don't remember what the armor does. It's a gauntlet. It's not that good from what I remember. The weapon's also not... The weapon is probably more useful. It's a hammer that does fire damage. And that's about it. I don't think it's any better than the actual fire hammers that we can actually get, though. For the most part, I don't think it really matters all that much. There's better fire weapon. You know what? Let's get the armor. Why not?
わかった、任せろ。このゲロルフ、ついに念願かなった大仕事だ。
Technically, you can get both of them, but you have to raise 2 Gerolfs up in order to do that. So you'd have to basically get another one and do the quest again.
待たせたな。約束の武具だ。
Starsmith's gauntlets. Technically, these could be more useful than the hammer. The hammer is going to get outdated with pretty much anything in the fire den. So I don't know if it's on par with the fire den stuff or not. Because, considering when this quest came out, the strongest equipment was steel tier, and I don't think this is I don't think it was an Ebon steel tier weapon. The gauntlets, on the other hand, considering how defense is currently complete and utter garbage, maybe they'll fix it in the future. This might have better potential, depending on what it does. What, Mace? What?
腕はいい。しかし素材がいまいちだ。真面目に素材を集めないからだよ。
I found everything. Come on.
やはりわしの腕はいい。悪魔の力があればさらにいいものが作れる。証明できて満足だ。大切に使え。これからお前さんが名を上げるたび、わしの武具も名を上げる。責任重大だ。夢忘れるな。お前が全ての大偉業を打倒した暁に、わしの目的は果たされる。わしはこの世で最高の栄誉を手に入れた鍛冶師となる。たくさん作っては価値が下がる。ただ一つ、この武具が世界を救う一助となればよい。わしはお前にこの炎の腕を持って貢献しよう。だからお前もわしの栄誉のために戦え。
志を同じくする仲間は大切だ。
大事にするといい。多少癖は強いけれどね。
Yeah, I'd have to go out of my way. Yeah, I'd have to get another copy of them if I want to see what the hammer is. Oh yeah, that would count on that, wouldn't it? Especially because I would not be surprised if both of those are in the compendium. Just to piss me off. They're both in the compendium, aren't they? Yep. Damn it. I'd have to do it if I wanted to. If I wanted to fill up the compendium, I'd have to do that. Though, actually, no. Completing the compendium is kind of pointless anyways, considering the gacha gear is also in the compendium, and and unless it's available later, which I highly, highly doubt. That's not happening. Okay, it has 6 defense. I did hear that there's a possibility that you can't even complete the quest anyways, because I don't think I've actually heard of anybody who's actually gotten all the materials. So it could be I heard that there might have been a bug that they just don't all spawn for whatever reason. Yeah, Agna. Oh, of course. Of course. I'd probably have to fight him like 10 times in order to actually get all of that. That's mean. I guess if you wanted to enhance it, you would need to do the quest several times anyways. Considering other unique equipments. That didn't even cross my mind. What's it get? Is it fairy? Okay. No, hard and light ore. Heavy and tenacious ore. And characters. Do we get more? Girl. I think it's basically all the same stuff as before. Oh no, it's because of this. It's because I can switch them to that now. Of course, I could switch it back if I don't want them to be like that. I've already shown it before, but yeah, if you don't like the look of your characters, all you have to do is. Oh yeah, is it? Okay, his tattoo's glowing too. All you have to do is like double click. I think it's double or triple click them. Yeah, triple click. Yep, his tattoo's glowing when you do that. I'm fine with him being on fire for right now. Also get an achievement for doing that. Okay, one other thing to show off because I wasn't aware of it at the time. We did the last when I recorded the last. Morgus has a new contract. Let's go visit him real quick. I'm not gonna take it because it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
出るぞ。人？警戒して。何かいる。
Right.
おやおやおや、ようこそ仮面の冒険者。また来てくれたんだね。
Okay. Contract. One day I'll try fighting him. Okay, so you can put it on anybody.
どのようなプランをご所望かな。
It's the contract of bone reclamation. So, basically, in consideration the number of spell doors you can open in the ancient mausoleum, so more doors opening up. All members of the party will incur a decrease in HP, MP, SP, attack power, magic power, divine power, defense power, magic defense, action speed, evasion, and damage dealt to enemies. And the number of things you can open will increase in accordance to the number of people that are contracted. 1 or 2 contractees will get you +1, 3 to 4 +2, 5 to 6 +3. And yeah, a reduction to all stats will be increased in accordance to the number of contractors. Effects conferred by this contract may be exercised in conjunction with the god in death's favor. In other words, you know, paying the gems to open up more doors for an hour, which why would you do that? Contract will be terminated at, yeah. So basically, it messes with your stats. I have seen like a little document that someone made. I can just probably pull that up real quick. That. This is a comparison that you can take a quick look at in terms of how the stats work. Just shrink that down a little bit. Anyways, yeah, pretty much you can see Yekaterina when you have 0, when you have one person, at least one person contracted, 3 people contracted, and 5. You could probably get away with at least 3. With some characters. You know, just put it on like 3 characters you don't care about, and then just carry 3 mages with you to just nuke everything along the way. You'll still have about 85 MP, which is enough to just get you through like 4 nukes in total. 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 nukes, something like that. 5, on the other hand, I would not suggest that because you'd have because the 26, you can see how much MP you lose out of that. So probably best not to do that. Anyways, that was just something to show off real quick. There are 3 doors, like the normal path that I usually go. There are 3 doors down there. Like, I could just do that real quick. Because they also because they changed how the mausoleum works for the most part.
これは何でしょうね。
It really doesn't matter which ones I pick. Alright.
嬉しいわ。スイートに泊まりましょう。
Gonna run to the inn specifically to heal up everybody.
冒険者に一番了解。ゆっくりいつでも泊まりに来てね。いらっしゃいませ。
Okay.
編成は大事ですね。
Put Levana back in. She's still leveling up a little bit too. She has
みん
one
な
more.
よろしく。
If you're just using your water axe move, even as a knight, with a 2-handed axe, as a knight, she's still doing good damage. Pretty close to how she's doing as a fighter, so yeah, she still hits 2k pretty easily for me.
いってらっしゃいませ。
Now then. Yep, you can see that thing went away. Okay, so Crucible. I have a particular path that I tend to go on usually.
何かいますよ。
So you can see that that's not there anymore.
そこに
The dungeon empties out every time you leave anyway,
敵がいま
so
すよ。
pretty much it's a case of just memorizing the locations. Path I take usually results in 3 enemies.
私たちの敵ではない。 水よ。
Yeah, of course I had I only targeted the one back there.
やる。外すなんて。
敵だ。
中身が楽しみね。気をつけて。いいね。
Anyways, I ran past the first encounter that that I normally run into. That was the second one. There's 2 guys running around in this room. They're just big groups. Two enemies up on run here. There's one that hangs around over there, but you can just ignore that one. Rarely if it ever pops out.
今が好機だ。
They put it right there now. I don't want to run to that guy. Nope. Damn it! I ran into him. That's the Necrocore.
ここは私にお任せください。あなたのお手を煩わせるほどの相手ではないですね。
That one. He never goes fast enough that I can outspeed some of my party members. That might just
あ
do
な
a
た
bit.
が望むなら
これが神の加護だ。
A bit.
呼吸を整える。
クラガニ
Definitely has a lot of health.
いや
来た来た来た
Yeah, the big problem is you have to deal with the door down here.
その風神がお好きなんですか
I rarely, if ever, bump into it.
気をつけて。いいね。
But it can be quite annoying. So yeah, here's where one door is. Yeah, there's another enemy over there. You can see that they put the one thingy right there, just to be annoying, and because the Necrocord has a tendency to just go around this spot right here. This is the door I usually picked. But yeah, there's one here, there's one there. You can see more. That's funny. So there's another door right here. So if you bring like two characters that are not going to really hold their weight and such, and you just nuke, you could probably easily open up all three of these chests. Or if you're paranoid, just bring one person just for the +1, open up these two. Which is honestly probably what I would do. That way you have enough stats. Okay, well, you still get junk. It's like half the time. It's like a 50% chance. They did add a new thingy, though, on the weeklies. Getting a bone from the mausoleum gets you 50. It's an addition, so it's not required. So 50 points can get away with a few things like opening chests. This one in particular, completing 3 quests if you don't really feel like doing that. That can basically just flat out replace that. Or if you do that, you could pretty much replace like the chests and the enhancement and stuff like that. Wherever ones are the most annoying, so yeah. I'm just gonna exit out this way. This is usually how I do it. Or, you know, you could just ignore the thing and just open up one chest at a time anyways. It's not like you're penalized. Even when it was draining my fortitude, I didn't really usually care that much about it.
少し遊んであげてもいいですよ。やる。
I think that enemy right there is also a Necrocore, but it never really comes down far enough to really be a problem. There's of course the other path. There's also the north path and the other path. I'm not sure if they're necessarily easier or harder. I've always taken this path because I've always found it to be the most manageable.